next, the Nuggets. What better for a Tuesday evening than a little... And how... How much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Here are the starters for Utah. We've got Dyson Daniels, Walker Kessler out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Price in at the 1.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Now here's Eason. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Brown. Back to Watson. Gordon with it. On the wing, Murray. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Now here's Booker. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Murray passes to Brown. Back to Murray. Now Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Gordon outside. The 3 is up. Kessler with a rebound.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Daniels. Now here's Eason. Jokic grabs the board. Outside Murray. Here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on Booker. Brown passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Here's Price. Eason a screen on Murray. Outside Booker. Lets it go from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. Booker's got 6.
You see the level of confidence Booker possesses. Outstanding off the catch.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Murray. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. That one goes in.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Pass to Price. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. Kessler passes to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Price can't get it to go. Denver leading by 3. Jokic gets the bucket. Jokic has got his second basket.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Pass to Eason. The 3-ball. And it's Denver with a rebound. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gordon can't hit.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And here's Booker. He has 6. Rejected by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Kessler a screen. Booker with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively. Knocked loose. Here's Price. And he converts the layup.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Gordon. Outside Murray. Gordon with it. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Murray. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3. Murray's got 7 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Kessler. Rejected by Jokic. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Murray passes to Watson. Picked by Murray. Watson with it. Still without a bucket. And it's blocked by Kessler.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Price. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Murray passes to Gordon. Outside Watson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Booker. Outside Eason. Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Gordon outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Gordon's got 8 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Kessler a screen. Daniels passes to Price. Three-pointer, no good. Denver's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Denver.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And Utah calls time here. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Johnson comes in for Gordon. Strawther's checked in for Watson. And Holiday subbed in for Brown. John Collins checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Devin Booker. Eason can't get it to go.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Denver leading by 7. Outside Holiday.
Utah foul. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Pass to Strawther.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Najee. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Price. He has 6. Collins with a screen on Holiday. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Denver has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. A minute 35 left in the first quarter of the game. Out of bounds, it'll be Utah's ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Jokic is checked in for Murray. The Jazz have gone 7 of 16 so far. Eason a screen on Holiday. Here's Price. Yep, that one goes. Price has got 9.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Holiday passes to Jokic. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Misses the baby hook. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Price. 9 points in the game. Collins a screen. Driving in. Here's Eason. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Pass to Strawther. Back to Jokic. It's not going to go for him. Collins with the defensive effort.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Daniels. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Strawther. Still no points. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
And stolen by Jokic. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, up 6. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points. Have come from inside.
Jazz trail by 6. We've got Aaron Holiday, Zeke Naji out there with Johnson. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Denver's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of some deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
There's the drive. Good work there as it goes.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Strother. Here's Naji. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Yes, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Buries it from 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Holiday passes to Johnson. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Naji. Here's Jokic. And slammed it home. And the foul. A chance at another point at the line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Denver leading by 8. Pass to Strother. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Now Jokic. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Collins. Jokic's shot is good. Jokic has got 11 points.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Back to Booker. No one near him. It's rebounded by Naji.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Pass to Jokic. This one for 3. The 3 ball is good from Jokic.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Holiday. Booker for 3. And another miss by Utah.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
For the Nuggets, Gordon comes in for Najee, and Brown subbed in for Holiday. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. Now here's Jokic. He's got 14. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Gordon, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Utah calls time here. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Collier, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Herter can't hit. And here are the Nuggets. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Strother. Here's Brown. Jokic passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. Jokic the screen from deep. Johnson. Jokic controls the rebound and the putback. Jokic has got 12 now in this quarter.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic a low down on the blocks.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Inside, Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Strother. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Collier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The Nuggets lead by 11. Here's Strother. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Jokic passes to Brown. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. The 3 sinks the tray. Brown's got 6 points.
This is exactly what an MVP candidate looks like. Jokic can carry the team, yet totally unselfish.
Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Strother. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Price. 9 points in the game. Booker, the pass to Eason. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Oh, man, what vision by Booker. His playmaking is really underrated.
Here's Brown. To the middle. Oh, Kessler with the block. And they'll keep possession. Gordon outside. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Daniels, defended by Watson. Here's Kessler. Outside for Booker. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Price. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 11 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
And Denver making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Daniels. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And that one's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Gordon can't hit. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Daniels. Outside Murray. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Pass to Brown. Going inside. Out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Kessler with a rebound.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Daniels has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Denver calls timeout. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Murray passes to Watson. Here's Brown. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Jazz trail by 9. A minute 39 left to play in the second quarter. Screen by Eason. Daniels passes to Kessler. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Denver on D. Here's Daniels. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Utah.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Here's Murray, following the bucket by Utah. Tries it from 19. And he can't get that one.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Here's Daniels, covered by Johnson. Outside for Booker. Pass to Eason. Here's Price. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Daniels, that one's true.
Assisted by
Now Murray with 4 on the clock. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Murray's got 13.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't...
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
How about that one?
51. Whoa! Heave to beat the buzzer.
Woo. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
And moving on to some... And that is going to do...
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Tari Eason is out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Price in at the point. And Utah has possession. Trailing by 8. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Kessler a screen. It's Daniels with a drive. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Down low. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Here's Daniels. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent defense there from Watson.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Murray, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Eason, a screen on Murray. Here's Daniels. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Takes a step back. Murray. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Murray's got 15.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Outside Eason. Here's Daniels, defended by Watson. Pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Eason inside. Booker, the pass to Eason. And Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Booker, the pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Yeah, play like that is beautiful to watch. Booker running the pick and roll almost to perfection.
It's Jokic, high post. Pass to Brown. Outside Watson. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Watson's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Booker surveying the D. Lets a floater go. Deflected.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Here's Murray. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
A different look for Utah. Collins comes in for Kessler, and Mitchell subbed in for Booker. Jazz trail by 12. Price, the pass to Collins. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Gordon can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Daniels. He's got 12. Driving to the basket. Jokic grabs the board. Got a piece of it. Here's Price. Pass to Daniels. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And here's Murray. 18 points for him. Brown passes to Gordon. Now Jokic. Collins defending. Clock at 6. Pass to Watson. From deep, Jokic. Rebounded by Daniels.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Jokic. 16 points for him. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Daniels. Sinks that one from the post. Daniels has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
Murray from outside. They get it again. The big man, Jokic.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And Utah calls time here. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 10-point game. There's a screen. Looking to end this cold spell. Murray deciding where to go with it. And it's blocked by Kessler. They retain possession. And the basket by Jokic. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Denver.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
He saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Here's Brown. 12 points for him. Murray from outside. Sinks it from distance. Murray's got 21.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Herter. That one's off. Still out of sync.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Back to Booker. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Pass to Booker. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity for the Nuggets. Najee, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Strawther comes in for Gordon. And Holiday subbed in for Brown.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
This is his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And man, can we discuss the great work he's done at the line tonight?
Been tremendous. I mean, both in terms of getting to the strike and then knocking him down once he's there. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting. You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
The shot's good.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Now here's Booker. Uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 10.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Pass to Strawther. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Here's Naji. He's covered by Kessler. Back to Naji. Pass to Strother from deep. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Booker. Here's Collier. Outside for Booker. Just 5 on the clock. It's Herder on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. Denver leading by 20. Murray inside. Booker defending. Now here's Johnson. Guarded closely to the middle. And it's blocked by Kessler. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Daniels. Johnson against Eason. Collins with it. Here's Price. He's got 11. This is the jumper from the wing. Left side Murray from downtown. Oh, and he just knocked down the butt.